Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a video, but I thought I'll do one. As you know, the Premier League season's finished, and what an unpredictable season it's been, guys, as well. Some of you may know, the regular viewers of my channel will probably remember that I did some predictions back in August of, the Premier League table, where they'll finish, where I thought that people will finish. And today I thought I may as well do an actual sort of table as well and kind of compare the two, where I predicted and where they actually finished, and see how many I got right. And I've actually got, out of the 20 teams, I actually predicted 2 right. So I didn't really do too well. I've got some teams are fairly close to where I predicted, in or around sort of, a position or a couple of places, off, my sort of prediction. But anyway, as you can see, done it, split the page into 2. Left hand side was my original predictions back in August. I won't do it name by name because you can read. I'm sure you can read. So sorry if I offended any blind people out there, but sorry, that was my finger. So yeah, I'm going to run down my original prediction. So yeah, there's definitely been a few surprises this season, guys. I may as well go back up as well, just in case you didn't see them all. So that's my original prediction, guys. And then if we go, well, I'll do a whole shot actually, probably be easier. On the right hand side is where they actually finished, and you'll see I've put in brackets as well, basically where they finished in my prediction table. So it just says me going from like Aston Villa, they finished bottom, right? It says me going looking on the left, thing, oh, they finished 15th. So yeah, Aston Villa finished, there's my finger again, Aston Villa finished bottom. I predicted the finish 15th. Yeah, I was way off the mark there, guys. I knew they would struggle, but I didn't think they'll struggle that badly. I mean, they were pretty much piss poor, to be honest, guys. Probably one of the worst teams I've seen in a long time. Norwich City finished 19th, which is basically the same as I predicted. I think that the kind of feel, well, I kind of feel that they didn't have that much quality. If you go in, no disrespect, if you've got Cameron Jerome and Naismith as your main strikers going into the Premier League, then you're in trouble, guys. So yeah, there's Norwich in 19th. Newcastle finished in 18th. I predicted they'll finish in 14th. Again, I was a bit off the mark there, guys. But, I mean, obviously I don't know the ins and outs of Newcastle, never will do. But I think the main problem for them from the start was appointing McLaren. And second point was not getting rid of McLaren sooner, before Christmas, around November time. And third, some of the signings they made as well were a bit suspect. But that's just my opinion. Sunderland finished 17th. I predicted they'll finish 18th, but again, typical Sunderland, always get out of trouble in the last couple of weeks. So I might be a bit premature in saying this, but I've got a feeling they might go down next season. But again, they'll probably get out of it again in, last 2 or 3 weeks of the season, as you always do. Bournemouth finished 16th. I predicted they'll finish 17th. So around where they predicted. It was a good season for them, to be honest. On the smallest budget as well, or one of the smallest budgets. So they did very well to finish 16th. And yeah, I think they'll probably be in or around that same position again next season. But we'll see. I don't think they'll pull up any trees, like a certain team did this season. But yeah, I predict they'll be around 16th, 15th, 16th next season. Crystal Palace finished 15th. I predicted they'll finish 13th. A bit of a mixed season for them, really. I mean, I think before Christmas they were around, top six, having a really good season. And then after Christmas they just went into freefall. Typical Alan Pardew effect. I think they did the same with Newcastle, from what I can remember. 14th was West Brom. I predicted they'll finish 16th. Again, yeah, I don't think they'll pull up any trees. Typical average mid-table team. No real sort of threat of going down, but nothing, threatening to go into Europe. Just typical mid-table team. Watford finished 13th. I predicted they'll finish 20th. Yeah, I was way off the mark there, guys. Again, they were a bit like Crystal Palace. Their form was good, and then it kind of tailed off a little bit, sort of around Christmas, after Christmas, that sort of period. The main reason I predicted 20th was because the amount of signings they made. But, what do I know? Swansea City finished 12th. I predicted 10th. Yeah, pretty much like West Brom, really. A average mid-table team. They'll probably win 2 or 3 and then lose and draw the next 5. So, a bit hit and miss. I think at one stage they were looking a bit doomed near the bottom as well. Everton finished 11th. Yeah, I predicted they'll be a lot higher than what they were. I mean, usually they're around sort of top 6 or 8, but this season's been very poor for them. Chelsea finished 10th. Obviously, last season finished first. And what the hell happened to them guys? I mean, I don't think anyone in the whole country predicted Chelsea to finish 10th. I think they were pretty much a shoe-in for the top 3, but I think the old downfall was Mourinho and his antics in the first couple of months of the season, especially with their first aider or doctor or whoever she was, it led to their downfall in my opinion. Stoke City finished 9th. I predicted that as well, so I got that one correct. Again, typical mid-table team, probably win 2 or 3 in a row and then, go on a winless 3 or 4 game streak. I presume they'll probably be looking to push into the top sort of 6 next season, I would have thought, but who knows. Liverpool finished in 8th, finished 5th, or that was my prediction anyway. Finished in 8th. I think Jurgen Klopp's doing a big sort of like rebuilding job there. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about Liverpool, to be honest. West Ham finished 7th. I predicted they'll finish 11th. It's a good season for them. It's a shame they couldn't get into Europe. And in my opinion, it's a shame people like Mark Noble aren't in the England squad. So, good season for them. I presume they'll be in or around that position next season. Southampton, 6th. I predicted they'll finish 8th. So, again, I was fairly close with my prediction. They're a good side. They're a very good side, guys. They're no mugs like they used to be, sort of, 20 years ago when they were lingering near the bottom, sort of, in the mid-90s. But, they're a decent side now, guys. I predict they'll be in or around the top 8 for, a while. Man United finished 5th. I predicted 2nd for some reason. I think it was because at the time they made some, pretty decent signings, in my opinion. But yeah, they're no force on what they used to be, guys. I think with Mourinho pending to go there now in the next sort of week or so as this video has been made, I think they'll be even higher in the table because obviously Mourinho's won quite a lot of stuff, as you know. Man City finished 4th. I predicted 3rd, so again, I was pretty close with my prediction. I think again with Man City, I think they need a lot of rebuilding, guys. I think on Sky, one of the Sky games. I think it was a Monday night football or something, or Sunday afternoon kickoff. They were sort of saying they need a big rebuilding job. I think the next manager coming in will probably only hold on to sort of 4 or 5 players. You know, people like Aguero, Company. You know, that type of mould. So I think another rebuilding job. Again, they'll probably finish in the top 3. Tottenham finished 3rd. I predicted 6th. The only team who finished 3rd in a second or a 2 horse race. So I get my words mixed up there. So yeah, I just found it funny they kind of spat their dummies out against the Chelsea game as well, and you know, like a bunch of spoilt kids, you know, because they didn't win the title. Arsenal finished 2nd. I predicted 4th. Again, same old Arsenal really. They kind of start well, you know, and then sort of the last couple of months of the season, so around February onwards, they kind of tail off. You know, I've pretty much noticed that the last couple of years. They kind of do well, you know, within a point or 2 of the leaders, and then, you know, they start like losing and drawing games, you know. And yeah, as you all know, I'm a Leicester City fan, and we finished top. I mean, words cannot describe, you know, the emotions and the feelings I've been going through in the last couple of months. You know, it's been absolutely incredible. I mean, start of the season I would have been happy mid-table, sort of 12th, you know, and I cannot put into words what it feels like, guys. You know, it shouldn't happen to us. We should not win the league. And, you know, I mean, if I die tomorrow, I'll die a happy man because I've seen my team, you know, win the league. So, yeah, what an incredible, unpredictable season it's been, guys. Thanks for